Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Actually, whilst I'm semi-standing, I'm going to quickly show you my outfit before. Just because I want to show you this cardigan. This is such a great cardigan if you want to hide your pregnancy. So, you can't even see I'm pregnant here. It's such a great cardigan if you're hiding. But then obviously, I have my bump. So, there's my bump. And like that you can't see. It's also really great flattering cardigan if you're conscious of this area and the colour of the season. So I'll leave the link to anything I'm wearing, earrings, necklace, everything, all like that. Now, as you've seen from the thumbnail, this is a prediction of gender based on old wives' tales. Now, I'm doing this video because I did my test at 10 weeks, found out at 11 weeks, and I was obsessed with finding out the gender. Completely obsessed. Just because I wanted to know. Both of us didn't mind what gender we were having. Because the first one you just want healthy. And, no, the first one you just want healthy. The first one doesn't matter because we both want one of each. And we didn't mind, and then I guess the second one, whatever I have, I'd want the opposite, but either way I don't mind. As soon as you get pregnant, it is a miracle, and especially when you have been trying as well, or you're older, not old, older, and you have less time to get pregnant, it really doesn't matter. And then when it does happen for you, you're just praying with all your body and soul that you make it to the end and the baby is healthy. Can't stress that enough. However, the old wives' tales really put me out of sort. Like I was listening to them too much, even though I wasn't that. Sorry to have my braces tightened. For anyone that doesn't know me, I have braces. That's why I speak a bit funny. I became too obsessed, and just don't do that basically, because it puts you like ours was going girl boy, girl boy, girl boy, and then just before, that week before, we were doing lots of tests and it said the opposite to what we were having. It kept flipping the whole time, which was just frustrating, and I was just paying way too much energy into it. But it made us shocked. So when you find out the gender, it's so overwhelming, and I'm sure so many people will agree with what we thought, but it is the first time you realise that you're pregnant. Even before I had my first scan, it was like, wow, because you can put a gender to you can start imagining your child, and if you have a name aside like we do, it's very overwhelming, and it was just so intense. You're going to see next week. It's like my favourite video we've ever done. It's just out of control funny. So yeah, just don't go too much by these old wives' tales. The medical people that we've all seen, doctors, obstetricians, the people at the scanning clinic, they're very adamant that you don't listen to them, and I second that, because it's not true. The one, like the ring test, for example, I've read so many things, articles, watched so many YouTube videos where they think they're having a boy because it was in a circle, and then you read a circle means a girl. So if you think I've got it wrong, I'm aware of it, but I went with the majority of, for example, with the ring, we found 80% that the circle meant a girl. So I've just gone with that. So I think that's everything. Don't listen to them too much. And lastly, before I talk about it and go into this, I found some of the videos frustrating where the person was only 3 or 5 months like me, and we had to wait till they had the baby to find out the gender, because I really wanted to put the old wives' tales of what they were having and weigh up how reliable they were. So that it's not annoying for you, I'm going to announce the gender in the next video. So in 3 days time, if you're watching this video a week late, months late, a year late, then it's already out there, and I'll put the link to the description box below. But for those of you that are new to my channel, please do subscribe, and you'll get the alert in 3 days time, or maybe the video afterwards max, that we're sharing the gender. So oh, let me put a note here, because I need to tell you something at the end, and I don't want to talk anymore. Talk at end about. Yep, so stay on for the end of the video because I have something to tell you. Okay, so number 1, skin and hair. They say that when your skin is glowing and you have a glow about you and your hair is glossy and your skin is flawless, that you're having a boy. They say that when you're dull and have acne outbreaks, it's the girl stealing your beauty. Now I, for the first 2 months, had the girl symptom of, I don't know 2 months exactly, but it was at the beginning. I had outrageous breakouts here, like way worse than when I'm due on. Hair was the worst it's been in my whole life. It was limp, it was greasy. It was just awful. It was absolutely awful. And you'll see in the China vlog that I've got such awful skin. But then shortly after that, my hair became so glossy, it was like I had a wig. It was funny, we used to laugh about it. And then I had glorious skin. Lots of comments from everyone on here saying I was glowing when you didn't know I was pregnant. And then it's flipped. So I think I'm just coming out of a stage now of limp hair. I've just blow dried my hair and it looks like this. Dry, limp, no volume to it. I have blemishes here. I had a big spot here that's just going. It's been taking quite a while to heal. So I'm like flipping back and forth. So I'm going to say one girl, one boy, because I've had equally the same. Body temperature. If you're cold and icy, it's a boy. Or they say if you're hot and sweaty, it's a girl. I've not really had either of those. And I'm someone that is, oh, I don't know, I wouldn't even say I can pick one. However, in the first couple of weeks, I would be so hot, especially during the night. But then again, it did flip. So this is why it's just so unhelpful. I would be really hot and sweaty in the night. Paris would be freezing. My husband would be freezing. And I'd be like, I'm so hot, I'm so hot. So I guess we'll say girl for that one. Because when I do have it, it's been girl. Heart rate. They say when the baby's heart rate is under 140 BPM, it's a boy. And when it's over 140, it's a girl. Our first ever scan where we had the heartbeat was 145 and our second scan was 175. So girl. Craving salty or sweet. So I am a sweet eater. I could, as in chocolate and cakes, I could go through my whole day of just having sweet things and no savoury. I've always been like that. Since I've been pregnant, from day one, I've not wanted anything sweet whatsoever. I'll go to eat something like a cake or a donut that my Claire wants to eat, and I'll eat it and I can't even eat it. It's like the baby has not let me eat it, but I want to eat it and it makes me feel so sick I can't eat it. And I crave salty carbs. I basically turned into a carb machine. So boy. Chinese calendar. So you just have to look up search for it on the internet, put in your date, it tells you all what to do, and it comes up like whether you're meant to conceive a boy or a girl that year. Mine was boy. Morning sickness. Whoever thought of morning sickness is a liar, because it's not morning, it's all day, it's all night, and it's just not in the morning. So I had that intensely. Not as intense as, I think it's called HG, is it? Where you have the severe vomiting. I don't have that. So, you know, I don't, that's what got me through it, because I thought so many women have it worse than me. But I had it severe for 3 months. It went and it's come back. And I lost so much weight at the start because I just couldn't eat. And it came back again. So that would be girl. The ring test. So as soon as I found out I was pregnant, we did the ring test. It was a circle, which I was always told that was a girl. We all researched it, my mum and Paris and me, and we all went on different articles that said circle was a girl. We had a girl. Every time we did it, it said girl. So, girl. Phantom pregnancy. They say that if your partner has a phantom pregnancy, it's a girl. I've made jokes about this. Paris literally thinks he's pregnant. So a girl. Headaches. If you have headaches, strong headaches, it's meant to be a boy. I have had the worst headaches at the very start. It was out of control for me. I would have like 2 days straight in a black room and would just have to sleep it off. And I've had it as well recently. It's been awful. It's been one of my worst symptoms. So that's boy, and it's been a bad one. pee. So very early on, I noticed, no, that's a lie, it wasn't early on. But at some point, not early on, I remember, sorry for the detail, but I remember looking at my pee thinking, whoa, what is happening here? It was like a pastel lemon, like a beautiful lemon tone, which I've never seen. It was like powdery, pastely lemon. And it was so like noticeable. I was like, whoa, let me research it. And they say that the paler your pee is, that's a girl. So that pee test, I was a girl. However, there's another pee test that you do. Just Google it, I can't remember exactly, but you put baking soda into a cup of your pee and you wait to see if it like fizzes or it looks carbonated like a beer. So if it looks like it's a beer, it's a boy. If it's still, it's a girl. Mine was a boy. So the colour of my pee was a girl, but it was like a beer, fizzy, like a boy. So both my pee tests were like one of each. So moody or mellow? I would like to say I'm mellow, but I know Paris is going to edit this and probably insert his face and say she has not been mellow. So I need to take that in, because I'm a feisty person anyway and I'm a moody person anyway. But Paris has been calling me the dragon that breathes fire. Yeah. So I think I need to go by someone else's perspective, and I would say girl. But I would say that's a weak girl, because I am quite moody anyway, so it's difficult. Carrying high or low? I really don't know. And at the time, at the beginning, I especially didn't know because I didn't have a big enough bump. A lot of people said to me I was carrying a girl because I have kind of weight all around, which I agree with. But then other people have said I have a boy bump, so I'm not going to answer that one, you know, because it's really not clear. Eye test. So there's one where you have to stare in a mirror for not an hour, a minute, and what is it? If your pupils dilate after 1 minute, you're having a boy. Mine did that. Mine dilated very clearly after a minute. Hairy. Whoa, yes. How funny is this one? So I showed a picture to my friends. I'm too embarrassed to show you, but my legs, I have blonde hair on my arms, on my legs I have blonde hair. I have the kind of hair that if I don't shave you cannot notice. Now I can shave and 2 days later I have the most hairiest legs I've had in my life. They're black hairs and it looks like a teenage boy. So, oh no, I already put one of them. So yes, hairy. What does that say? Face becomes rounder. Absolutely. Face becoming rounder is a girl. And I can tell that from the videos. If you look back at my old videos, I have more defined cheekbones and I do have a round face anyway. But when I watched an old video last week or something, I was like, whoa, you could really see the difference how round my face is. So I noticed that recently. And that was one I hadn't heard of before. So that's a girl. Can't stop eating meat, which is the last one. And this is difficult for me because for the first 4 months I couldn't eat any meat whatsoever. And my mum has 3 girls and she said that she had that with all 3 of her girls. The thought of me, even the smell, even looking at it on someone's plate, I couldn't go to other restaurants in case I saw or smelt meat. I know it said something dead, but it felt like it was literally like a dead human on a plate. It was awful. And now I can eat some meats, and whenever I want to have dinner, I want something like a burger, which is meat, and I want that over like a salad or something, whereas in the first 4 months, so like even, yeah, I didn't, so I really don't know what to do about that one either. Overall, I don't want meat. And like chicken still makes me, so we'll say girl for that one. Oh, should I be fair and have a boy? Because obviously I eat burgers now, which I never used to eat. Well, I think I've messed up because I put another couple of squiggles. You'll see the result here because I've messed it up myself. But you can see that that's the result. I think on here it's favoured that it's a girl. It says I had more old wives' tales being a girl. However, I do think the boy symptoms that I had are quite ones that seem quite real. But then things like the hair and the pee, you know, like this the same. So for me, I'm sorry, it doesn't seems quite even, you know. Even if I do have one more girl, I think that they're still quite even. So that's why I think they're a load of hoo-ha, and we shouldn't listen to them. But just for you to make your own predictions, so far it's been 50-50. Lots of guesses it was twins, which I've confirmed it's not twins. I'm so excited to show that video. Just to pre-warn you, we're beside ourselves. Absolutely beside ourselves before we did it. You've got to watch it. And then we're showing another one, I think later on, in another vlog next, where we're like, it's all sunk in and we're a lot more normal. We tell our family and friends. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Now, before I go, I just want to share the next video that I'm doing after the gender reveals. I was 50-50 about sharing this, but I've been, when I say inundated, I am blown away by how many DMs, emails I've received. I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to get back to all of you. It's because I want to have like a really deep conversation with you, and I haven't been able to do that with all of you, but I have with some women. And it's basically because I am not old, but it's clear that I'm not young, and this is my first child. So a lot of women have felt like they can ask me, which is totally he cut out because I was talking too much. But yeah, just don't judge me because I look terrible, because I was very sick that early on. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video when we finally reveal the gender. I can't wait, honestly I can't wait. So I'll see you in the next one.